Okay, now we're going to do a quick review for Life. I rented Life on Amazon Prime. So let's just do this. Okay, so basically, this year of 2017 has seen two movie studios attempt to basically remake Alien. First, there was Alien Covenant, which is legitimately part of the Alien series, and was extremely meh. It was very meh. I previously gave it, I think it was C plus or a C. However, I'm changing over to numbers now because letters felt oddly limiting. I would give it a 6, which is actually a D in letters. See why I don't like the letters? Ugh. But yeah, so that was Alien Covenant. And it was tried and true member of the actual franchise, and it was very meh. Earlier in the year, though, wisely coming out before Alien Covenant, was Life. And essentially, to break down Life, it's very simple. Life is essentially Alien meets Gravity. That's all you really need to know. That's all you really need to know about the movie. If you like, because that's essentially what it is. It takes the zero-G effects of Gravity plus the more realistic astronaut setting, and then combines it with the alien horror elements of, well, Alien. And the results are meh. It's like Alien Covenant. It's technically functional. It's visually solid. It does some things well. That being said, the script is derivative, unoriginal, and not terribly surprising in any way, shape, or form. And the characters are severely underdeveloped. The movie thinks that they're developed. They are not developed. The biggest criminal of this sort is, of course, interesting, Ryan Reynolds' character, who is severely underdeveloped. His character is basically Ryan Reynolds playing the guy who has to tell everyone else that he thinks this is a bad idea. That's the extent of his character. Ryan Reynolds telling everyone else this is a bad idea. That's it. There is literally not shit more about him. That is his entire thing. There are two characters who are kind of interesting. Jake Gyllenhaal's war veteran, who is now more comfortable being in space than he is on Earth and doesn't really want to go back there. And I should have Googled their names beforehand, about the black gentleman, who I think is Morgan on The Walking Dead. I'll look that up. I'm not sure. I hope he is now, because otherwise that's going to seem slightly racist. But anyways, his character, the other interesting character, and I don't like the fact that his character is essentially defined by his disability, because that's just the extent of his character, which is the fact that on Earth his legs are useless and he sits in a wheelchair, but in space he can float around and fly in zero gravity. That's pretty interesting, but I don't know how I feel about the fact that his entire character is based around the fact that he's disabled. It feels like there should be more there. The Asian character, who's, once again, blanking on the name of the actor, his character, he gets to be the guy who has a baby at home, his wife has just given birth to a baby, so he's the guy with a baby at home, so he really wants to get home. And then there's like 3 or 4 more other characters, who are all kind of just there. There's a female security person who's kind of in charge, but honestly, if I had not seen her die, I would have gotten confused by the other female character and her not being the same person. Cause also that's another thing. The other female, I don't remember anything about her character. In fact, their two characters sort of blurred together. The characters are not well defined. They're basically tropes who are just there. And this is probably the biggest problem with Life. That being said, Life does have strong points. The use of the alien in the zero gravity is pretty cool and pretty effective. The alien design, yeah, it is kind of Scuttlefish-esque, but it's still kind of cool. Now, the next thing I'm going to go into are some things that are spoilery. So before I go into the spoilers, if you really want to see this movie, it's a 6. It's a 6. It's watchable, but it's not terribly bright, important, or original in any way. It's just sort of there. Let's talk now that I've said that, if you really feel like you want to see Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal in space, plus some other characters, check it out. I give it a 6. That's it. Not terrible, just watchable with some stupid shit. Now that that's over, let's go into spoilers with 3, 2, 1, the stupid shit. Because there is some stupid shit. Okay, it bothers me when I'm watching a movie and I figure out something before any of the characters. Now, to be fair, not all movies, the characters have the same level of information that you have. This one's shot in a way where there's stuff that the audience knows that the characters don't. That being said, I figured out the secret to the alien immediately, which is the alien is actually not dangerous. The alien is literally just reacting to what it thinks are attacks on it. So literally, if they had left it alone, tried to learn how to communicate with it, they never have killed any of them. Here's the thing. They're terrible scientists. They are like batshit awful scientists. Here's why they're terrible scientists. First of all, they don't feed the alien. So it goes into like some kind of like coma when it realizes that there's no nutrients, so it must sedate itself to survive. So it just sort of lies there, and even though they have confirmed that it is not dead, that it is just sleeping, that it could wake up if it wanted to, even though they confirm the fact that it's just sleeping, the scientists immediately go, you know what we should do for science? Let's wake it up with electric shock! What? What? Are you freaking, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know what it's capable of. You've literally described it as being basically made up of cells that are simultaneously muscle, nerve, and visual all at the same time. So it's just made up of a whole bunch of cells that its entire body is a muscle. So it could be, sure, it's the size of a starfish at the beginning, but it's hypothetically extremely dangerous. And their major thought is, well, we should wake it up with electricity. No one wants to be woken up with electricity. Of course, it freaks out and crushes your hand. Of course. And then you come after it with a flamethrower. Incidentally, how much more derivative to alien can we be? A flamethrower. So they come out with a flamethrower. It survives this. Like, it's totally unkillable by the heat. Survives this. And of course comes after them. Because obviously that is what would happen. Like, it's not surprising. Like, if you come at it hostilely, it comes back at you hostilely. That's what happens. That's the movie right there. Also, the twist ending isn't really a twist. It's just Hollywood misdirection where they trick you into thinking that this is the ending. I'm giving away the ending. So if you really don't want to hear the ending, here it is. I literally was in Target today and I saw the Blu-ray, and on the front it said, an ending you'll never see coming. Even though that critic is wrong and should lose their job because it's a really predictable ending. It's literally, they just use tricky camera angles to disguise you from the fact that the space shuttle that's supposed to land on Earth gets knocked into space, and and the alien successfully steers the one with Jake Gyllenhaal onto the Earth. That's the ending. And like, that being said, it is watchable. It's not terrible. Just, god damn it. You know? Oh, incidentally, the title screen is pretty, like, I'm surprised Fox did not sue over the title screen. Because it was super alien-y. It was very alien-y. So essentially, there were two versions of Aliens that came out this year, and they were both mediocre. They were both very meh. Like, like the Zero G is cool. Some of the stuff in this movie is fun to watch, and it's just the problem is it just has no real personality of its own. It's just sort of there. Also, I'm just gonna say it. Early in the film, they tell us that the alien can actually see with every part of its body. So the first person camera angles from the alien's perspective where it's running around the ship don't make any goddamn sense. Like, if it can see with every part of its body, why do we have the standard first person view that only looks straight forward? It's just dumb. It's just really fucking dumb. So there you have it. Life. If you like Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds being Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds in space, find an alien. You might like it. Honestly, though, wait till it's free on like Netflix or Amazon or the library. Get it from the library. Because I paid $4.99 to watch it, and honestly, kind of a little bit of the kind of a little bit of the renter's remorse on that. Because I could have also rented it from a physical rental place for about half of that. All right, that's all I'm going to say about Life. It's very meh.